So, Tim, this time it's the last album of this kind of series that we've done with the Whitesnake things. And this time it's the last Whitesnake album from 2019. This is Flesh and Blood. Now, this hasn't been one of my favorites, actually, to be quite honest. There are some songs that I do like on this one, but it has taken some time for me to get into it. And today I actually listened to it first time for like a while. So yeah, I think I like about half the album. I think the other half is a bit mediocre for me, but I think there's some good stuff. But for the most part, I prefer like everything on the two previous albums to anything on this. So for me, it's very weak album, but as I said, some gems are on here. So, but we get to that. So, what was your first impressions when you heard this on release, Tim?
Well, yeah, I'm coming. I have a different perspective on this one. I was actually quite surprised at how much I did like it because leading up to this, we had, of course, we had the Purple album, which we talked about, but then the Purple Tour album came out, and I listened to that, and I thought that David Coverdale's voice was in such rough shape that honestly, I was surprised they put that out, but they did. And then the Unzipped came out, which it's acoustic stuff, which better suits his voice now. And then I saw them, and even though I enjoyed seeing them, it was really there's David Coverdale, like he's a legend, right? I just thought, man, his voice is in such ragged shape now. What is a new album going to sound like? So I really didn't have very high expectations for this, and it was delayed because I think it was supposed to come out like a year before it actually did. And I remember thinking, why? Like, well, just put the thing out. But so I actually, there's nothing really on this that I don't like, but I don't think it's not perfect by any chance, and it's not a 10, but I did like quite a bit of it. So when I heard it, I was just I found myself thinking, okay, well, that was all right, that was all right, that was all right. And there's a few songs that I think kind of rise above a little bit. I mean, obviously there's nothing new lyrically, and there's some more borrowing of lyrics, but yeah, there's a few songs that I find that I would get in my head. But we can get into that. So if this is the last Whitesnake album, I think that they're they're ending on an album that sounds like Whitesnake. I don't know what else to say, but this chances are that I can't see there being another studio album at this point. David, when David said he was retiring, I think he meant it because he's totally dropped off of social media, and I hopefully he's living a peaceful existence now.
Yeah. Yeah, I would have liked to see another Whitesnake album, to be honest, because I don't think this is like ending on a high note per se. I think there are some good stuff, as I said, but I think they could have done another one, and I think maybe it had the potential to be better. But yeah, so I guess we get into it. I like the first song, "Good to See You Again." Very standard Coverdale Whitesnake sounding song, but really there's nothing wrong with that. I think there are some songs on this that sound very standard, very typical of Whitesnake. And you have ballads, and you have and the fast ones. You have all types of songs on this, and mid tempos. But I think this is a good opener. I think David sounds good. I think I actually think he sounds really good. As you said, on the Purple tour, that album, it was kind of rough, and the years leading up to it, from like live performances and everything, it has been kind of rough. So it's pretty surprising that he pulled off some great vocal performances on this album. So yeah, I think this is a good one. I like it. It's good, energetic. I like the chorus. There's a lot of like gang vocals on this, which I do like. Kind of reminds me of Def Leppard in a way. And yeah, so I do like the first one. What do you think?
Yeah, me too. I like it. I think it's a good opener, and it's when I think when David sings these types of lyrics to his audience, I think he means it. Like there's a sincerity there. I like how the riff starts off, and you think, okay, it's going to go like this, and then the drums kick in. It's like, oh, okay, it's like this. The one is in a different place. That's just a little trick a lot of bands do. But no, I liked this song. It was yeah. I said okay, it's a good opener. Yeah.
Yep. Yep. The second song, "Gonna Be Alright," I have to say this is one of my favorites. I do really like this one. I love the guitar riff. I think it's great. That's something that gets stuck in my head, the opening guitar riff, and that goes throughout also. And I also love the vocal, like melodies and the backup vocals, running fingers through my hair. That part, I do really like that. Where you have that in the background, I think it's really good. And overall, I like the vibe of this. It's kind of a darker song in the tone, and I do really like it. I think it's really cool. So kind of different, but yeah. What do you think?
Like this one a lot. Yeah, I like the yeah, I like that sort of minor chord, like great vocals. And yeah, I mean, that's why my opinion is that there are like classic rock vocalists who are struggling live, but can still like have as many chances to get a good vocal in the studio. I'm all put up more albums. You
Yeah,
know, I always say this, you know, I won't see every concert, but I'll buy every album. So yeah,
yeah,
let's give us some more music. And yeah, and there's two things. Obviously, if you've got in the studio and you're singing and you hit a bad note, you can do it again. Live, you've got one shot. But also, you can write songs that will fit the aging vocal cords, which I think he does a lot here, and that's to good effect. You know, you didn't think about, you know, these guys didn't think about that in their 20s and 30s. Like, hey, I got a riff. And when it comes time to sing, like, well, that's pretty high, but I can do it.
yeah,
Didn't think they'd be doing it 40 years later. So no,
yeah.
I really like this one. There's one of these two songs, and I can't remember which one it is because they're both about the same tempo, but there's a bridge section, and that reminds me a little bit of the bridge section in the opening track on Def Leppard's Diamond Star Halos, Take What You Want. It's like it goes to like a minor chord, which I love that song too. Just for
Yeah.
a second, I mean, this probably would have come out first, but I was like, oh, that's cool. It's just it's not what your mind is expecting it to go a certain place, then it goes this other place. But I I think it's going to be all right, but I could be wrong. It's one of these two opening songs that just has that moment that reminds me of that one Def Leppard song.
Yeah. And I also do like how the drums follow that guitar riff. You have and then I like
Yeah.
that. I think
Oh
that's
yeah.
really
Yeah. Great line,
uh,
great lineup too. I mean, this would have been the lineup that I saw in concert. I mean, Tommy Aldridge on drums. I mean, what can you say? He's a master.
yeah, yeah. The next one, "Shut Up and Kiss Me." I don't think you're a fan of this one, if I remember correctly from
I
watching previous videos.
You
But
know, I mean, it's kind of a silly title. It's been used before, and I know they made a big. This was the first single, actually. I was a little surprised by that because I didn't think this was single material, and that they made a big deal of the video of bringing back the white Jaguar. And
yeah, yeah,
it's okay. It's just kind of silly, and there's certain things like for somebody like David Coverdale, for him to say "I'm so screwed," it just doesn't sound like something he would come up with. Like he'd come up with something wittier than that, but it's okay. It's not my favorite, and I definitely wouldn't have listened to this entire album and said that's your single right there. But
yeah. Yeah, this is kind of a guilty pleasure for me. I kind of like it, even though I probably shouldn't like it, but
yeah,
I do like it quite a bit. Though the falsetto at the end, where you sing "woo woo,"
yeah.
it doesn't really work.
I mean,
But
I remember thinking, well, I'm surprised he can do that,
yeah, yeah,
but no, it's okay. It's okay. I mean, and it's would have fit right in on Slip of the Tongue. You know what I mean? And I wouldn't
yeah,
have thought twice about it. But I don't know. I just for the most part in these latter day Whitesnake albums, Coverdale sort of settled into this what I would call this classy Whitesnake. And this isn't. I mean, it's okay. There's nothing wrong with it. It was odd to me that they made this sort of the track to focus on and the track to announce that there was a new album coming out, because I would have bought it either way. But I thought, wow, this wouldn't have drawn me in any further.
yeah. Yeah, speaking of this song, so I saw Whitesnake on the farewell tour, as you can see on my shirt, but I also have the tour program. So,
Oh
and I
wow!
got,
See,
I got
that's something that not all bands do now, is put up tour programs, and I really miss tour programs.
and this has the signatures of all the band members.
That's cool.
And this also has stills from Shut Up and
I
Kiss
see the
Me.
Jaguar there. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, so that was really cool to get the signed program there too. So
Yeah.
yeah, I treasure
That's
this.
that's something that bands would do, because I've got examples of that. Because when a band starts the tour, they don't have many live photos from that tour, so they have to mix it with something. So I have seen ones where it's got like stills from recent videos in it
Yeah,
too.
yeah. And also the next song, "Hey You Make Me Rock." This is one of the songs that they played the show I saw. So I think that was actually the only one from this album.
Wow.
So yeah, but I really enjoyed that live too. Just that chorus, the
Yeah.
"Hey Yo," yeah, man, it's so great.
It's a good
I
live, like, you know, like an audience could get into that even if they didn't know the song at first. Like, it's easy to remember.
Yeah. So I really like this one. I like how aggressive it is. I love the guitar riff in it, and I think it's a great one. Um, and you also have David Singer singing lower registered here too. So you have the "Close My Eyes," those
Yeah.
parts in the verses. I do really like that too. So it's also kind of different because if you compare this to a later song like "Heart of Stone," it doesn't really sound the same in the verses, even though
Yeah.
he's using the lower register. In "Heart of Stone," for example, he kind of talks more
Yeah.
here.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I know what you
so,
mean.
but I do like his delivery here. So yeah, I really, really enjoy this one.
I like this one too, and you're right. It's aggressive. It's
Yeah,
really charging, in a way that he hadn't really done in a while. Like,
yeah,
it's almost like before, if there was a heavier song, it was like the band would sort of provide the heaviness, but this time his vocal is too. So no, I like it. I like this one.
yeah. And going in a whole other direction, you
Oh, I
have
guess
"Always
maybe.
and Forever," which is the like most happy and light sounding on the album. Never been a huge fan of this one. Revisiting it, I think it's all right. It's not bad. I thought for a long time that it was terrible, but it's not that bad. I think it's all right.
It's
So
so pop. It's so pop. Like,
yeah,
the first thing it reminded me of, as far as a Whitesnake song goes, was "Straight for the Heart" from the '87 album, because
yeah,
that was a really, really poppy song for
very
Coverdale.
true.
Um, yeah, it's not my favorite either. It's very, um, I don't know. Yeah, happy,
Yeah.
beautiful guitar melody in it, but um, yeah, it's not one of my favorites. It's okay.
And this was a single, right? Because I think they released like a picture
I
disc of
think
this.
there was a picture disc that came.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah. The next one, "When I Think of You," "Color Me Blue." This is one of the David's like slower tempo ballady type songs. I don't like this one. I think "Always and Forever" works better for me. This is too slow. This reminds me of what's the song now again? Oh, it's I forget the song, but it's from like "Good to Be Bad" or "Forevermore" or something.
Like
There's
Summer
a lot of
Rain or something, or
yeah, no, not "Summer Rain," but
All
yeah,
I
there's
Want,
a
All I
lot of
Need.
maybe no, not that one. But anyways, this sounds like a slower tempo ballady love song that you could have got on the last two albums. So
Yeah.
it's kind of overdone in a way. And yeah, I guess this was like a checklist thing. Okay, you have to have the slower tempo song, and this really feels like they just try to just put something on there on the album. So yeah, I don't like it too much. What do you think?
I don't like the placement of it either.
Yeah,
Always and Forever into this one are just two really, really light songs in a row, and it kills the momentum, because up until now it's been pretty,
yeah,
yeah, like, you could put this, if you had people over, you could kind of put this album on and just let it play, and it would be sort of up tempo. But yeah, this really kills the momentum, I think. So I don't think either of those songs are really bad on their own, but together and in their place on this album, not great.
yeah. "Trouble Is Your Middle Name." I don't like this one either. I have to be honest, I think the chorus is kind of annoying. I think it's a bit too much. Just "trouble,
Yeah.
trouble is your middle name." I think a song that works better, "Hey You," that we mentioned earlier.
Yeah.
I think that's the same type of chorus but they spread it out more on Hey You. Now it just goes like this, the chorus, and yeah, I don't really enjoy it that much. It's a very fast-paced song, aggressive, but it doesn't do anything for me.
I think, this is another one, like, lyrically, brains are on autopilot, and
Yeah,
it's kind of like Shut Up and Kiss Me for that reason. It's very similar to, like, this reminds me of something like Kitten's Got Claws,
yeah,
which was never a favorite song of mine on Slip of the Tongue either.
no,
So yeah, it's, for the most part, though, percentage wise, it's holding up. We could there's it dips in the middle, but I think, in my opinion, it's about to come back up.
yep. Yeah, the title track I think is quite all right. I do like this one quite a bit. You have this the flesh and blood, skin and bone,
Yeah,
this thing, and that they like mark it on the back
yeah,
of the album
yeah,
too.
yeah.
It was all around, and yeah, I think it's quite all right. I do like it, but yeah, I don't have too much to add. But I do think it's way better than the three tracks that preceded it. So,
Oddly enough, this might be my favorite song on the album.
oh
I
really?
really like this one, and like you could be onto something. Maybe it's the fact that it comes on after three songs that I didn't really care that much for, but I love how the chorus just comes in out of nowhere. You're not expecting
Yeah,
it. It's like coming in half of a measure sooner, but I like that down, 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 like that, just that steady. No, I really like this one. I don't know. Like, for whatever reason, I just really, really like this one. Like, this could have been, to me, I would have made this a single because it's easy to remember. It's every bit Whitesnake lyrically. Yeah, no, I think this is one of the strongest songs on the album. I was really happy with this one, and this is one that I get that chorus, as simple as it is. I'll get it in my head.
yeah, yeah. That's true for me too. But yeah, I think it's quite good. Well, I never don't like this one either, to be
It's an
honest.
awkward, yeah, it's another awkward uh hook. I mean, you remember it, but not really why they
Yeah,
want you to remember it.
yeah,
It's kind of, yeah, well, I never. It's such a it's like 100-year-old person's expression. Well, I never. Like, it's
yeah,
very old timey. I mean, I get it, but yeah, musically it's okay, but yeah, no, it's definitely a slight come down after the title song.
yeah, yeah. So I don't have too much to add on that one. I just think, for the most part, this album is just kind of mediocre for me. Like this song and Trouble Is Your Middle Name and these types of songs, it just doesn't do anything for me. But the next one I really like. This is like the epic of the album. Heart of Stone. I really like this one. And as I mentioned before, in the verses there's more like of this talking vocal delivery. I do really like that. And the chorus is great too. Even though it's quite short, it's just a Heart of Stone. But I really like it. I think it's really cool. I love the riff. Yeah, there's a lot to like about this one.
Love it. This is probably my second favorite on the album. I
Yeah,
think this is a great one. And yeah, David's doing a very old school, like, blues, where you're kind of talking in the verses, and it's sort of like an updated version. I'd call it like an updated version of Crying in the Rain. It's not nearly that epic, but
no,
actually it's got more in common with the original version of Crying in the Rain, because it's nowhere near as heavy, because you don't have Sykes. But and they probably didn't want to invite that direct comparison by having it go into a midsection that's really heavy. But no, I like this one a lot. I think, and this is Coverdale using his voice wisely at this point in time. And I like that little sort of, yeah, like the guitar lick that answers the chorus. It's hard, like, yeah, I thumbs up on this one. This is
yeah,
great.
really good. The next one, Get Up, also I think is kind of mediocre. But I do like the background vocals, the like descending background. Get Up. I do like that.
Yeah.
So, but this is really fast. This kind of reminds me of Trouble Is Your Middle Name. It's kind of the same type of song. And yeah, I think this is better than that one, but it's not a highlight, not at all. But I think it's all right. It's
Yeah,
okay.
I agree. I'll tell you, it reminds me of the song "Feeling Hot" from the Coverdale Page album a lot, because it's fast, and you're not expecting a really fast one. You're not expecting a dong, ga-ding, ga-doo, ga-ding, ga-doo, ga-ding, ga-doo.
Especially in the beginning, the part you
Yeah, yeah.
is similar. Yeah, yeah.
But I like that one better. So this is all right,
Me
but it's
too.
not. But it's not great.
Yeah, yeah. After all, is an acoustic song, which is kind of surprising
Yep.
because up to this point it has been like mid tempos, fast ones, one slow one. So it's but having another slow one and being acoustic, I think it's kind of different. But I think this doesn't really go anywhere. Like a song like "Summer Rain" or what's the one from Forevermore now again? Um,
Oh,
One of These Days.
yeah.
I love those songs. They are amazing. This one doesn't really do anything for me and it doesn't really go anywhere, but David's vocal delivery is good and everything.
Yep.
There's nothing really wrong about it. I just don't connect with it. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
The best thing I can say about this, it's nice. It's a nice
Yeah,
song.
it's nice.
It
Yeah.
doesn't really fit the album at all.
No,
It's
no,
such
no.
a, you know, but you know what? I'll take this over either of those other two like really poppy ones. Because if you're going to do a
I
ballad,
agree.
if you're going to do a ballad, do a ballad. Um,
I agree.
but yeah, a great harmony vocals. But yeah, once you've heard the beginning and the first time he says, "After all," you've got the point. There's no
Yeah.
big change. There's no changes that come in the middle, and it doesn't go to other places chord wise. But it's all right. It's just not. He's done better songs in this format.
And still here you have the background vocals also. After all, there's a
Yeah,
lot of that on this
yeah,
album, which I do enjoy. But yeah, uh, the last song that's not a bonus track or anything is "Sands of Time." Also one of my least favorites. I don't really like this one. And this is one of the rare occasions where I don't like David's voice. I just find the chorus annoying. I just don't like it. There's something about it. I can't really put my finger on it, but don't really like this one. So yeah, kind of a bad song to end on. I think Heart of Stone being an epic would have been a great like closer for the album.
Oh, I'll agree. Yeah, no, I'll agree with you there. But I actually don't mind this one. I like the chorus, a "Hold On, Don't Let Go," and it's one of his more. It makes sense as a closer as far as the more philosophical lyrics. Like it just sands of time till the day I die, sailing ships. It kind of follows that, but no, I don't mind this one. It's not a favorite, but I don't mind it.
I actually think one of the bonus tracks, "Can't Do Right for Doing Wrong," is way better. Now it's kind of repetitive, this one, but I do like it. I think it's quite good. The problem with most of these songs is I can't really remember them that well. Like the first four songs, pretty memorable on the
Yeah,
album for me. I think Flesh and Blood also, and Heart of Stone, quite memorable. Some of these others, I know what I feel about them, but I can't really like
yeah. You can't do
sing
the
them
instant
or like
recall of how they go.
recall them or
Yeah.
anything. So yeah, but I do remember liking this one way more than most of the album tracks.
I like
So
this one too.
yeah,
Yeah, I like this one too. It's just and that's the thing. It's like what makes you like one and not like another because there's not a lot of difference. It's just that latter day Whitesnake. But I don't know. I really I like this one.
yeah. And the last one being the last bonus track is "If I Can't Have You." I don't really remember anything about this. I remember it not being as good as the "Can't Do Right for Doing Wrong," but I think it's okay. It's all right.
This one's got I like this one because it's different as far as the beat goes. It's kind of got a bluesy shuffle beat. It's like down down down.
Oh yeah.
If I
Oh
can't
yeah.
have you, like it, and great, if I can't have you, like
Yeah.
it's got
Now I
some good.
remember it. Yeah.
I would, I would take both of these songs and put them where "Always and Forever" and "When I Think of You" are on the album. I think they're better than both of those songs. I wouldn't have put them as bonus tracks. The funny thing is like I actually had to buy this album twice because, and this is the last song is the one that if you've ever had a CD skip on you, you'll usually remember where it skips. And I don't know why it skipped because it was brand new. But I just remember listening to it and almost being through the album. And if I can't have you, ooh, 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 like that's just where it skipped, like towards the end of the song. And I got annoyed and I had to buy it again. But no, I don't mind. I think these two songs deserve the place on the main album as opposed to some of the other ones on the album.
One song that I think definitely deserved to be on this album. It's a song that was recorded during these sessions, wasn't included as a bonus track or anything. It's the song Always the Same on the Rock album. That's a
Yeah,
song released for the first time a year after in 2020
that's
on the
right.
Rock album. And it was recorded during these sessions. And I think that song is better than most of this album.
Yeah,
I
you're
think
right. Yeah.
Hey You Make Me Rock, I like maybe more because it's really rocking. Heart of Stone is great, but I think Gonna Be Alright I love too. But for the most part, every other song I prefer Always the Same over every other song.
Always the same should have
So
instead of always and forever.
yeah, exactly. So and that song has a great guitar solo too. I
Yeah.
think it's Joe Hostra playing, and it's amazing. I love that song. So that's worth getting the Rock album just for that one
Yeah.
song.
Yeah. No, there's added value to that for sure. At least it came out.
Yeah, yeah. So I think that's really, really great. So that should have definitely been on this album, I feel. So yeah, that was all the tracks that went by fast.
Yeah, yeah, no, well, there's not a lot to talk about. I think that Flesh and Blood and Heart of Stone are by far my favorites on this album. But the first couple of songs I like. I mean, yeah, it's got more than its share of, it's not the grand statement you'd want a last album to be, but maybe he didn't think it was going to be the last album.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I think Gonna Be Alright and Heart of Stone are probably my favorites. And Hey You Make Me Rock, I
Yeah.
love that one too. So yeah, well, what would you give it if you were to give it a rating?
I'm going to give this a 7.
I would probably give it like 6.5, maybe a 7 if I'm generous, but
Yeah.
probably 6.5.
I guess I
This,
kind of agree. Like based on the song, if I hear like the best 4 or 5 songs in a row, it's a 7. If I hear some of the lesser tracks, it's a 6.5. So I think we're about the same on this one.
if we were to do a ranking of all the albums someday, which I would love to do, I think this one would be dead last for me. So yeah,
I don't know. It would be in the lower half just because the classic albums are the classic albums, and they're automatically just going to file themselves in the upper ranges, right? It's hard for a band to put out, not impossible, but it's hard for a band to put out a latter day album that's going to take a place up there in the listing. But
definitely.